Hey guys, I'm back. I am going to feed the African night crawlers. I love watching these guys eat. They're nothing like the other worms I have. I'm gonna see if I can catch any on camera for you. For the first time ever, I did bring in leaves from the outside for these guys. They seem to love the leaves, but I noticed right away there were snails on the underside of the leaves, so I stopped. I bet I stopped at like a couple handfuls, so you'll see some remnants of leaves in here. Haven't fed these guys for a week. I usually feed once a week, and I usually keep track of how I feed just with a sticker. I've got like a little flag that you'd use, like a post-it. Instead of pocket feeding, I feed one side or the other with these guys. Again, they do tend to eat a lot, so I feed them a lot at once. I try not to overfeed. I don't feel like I do overfeed, but I can't believe how much these guys can go through. I think I've had these since October, and I'm sure you heard me say I've had my reds, imposters, blue India worms since, I'm going on 3 years. These guys can eat exactly the same amount. When I make the worm food, I just make a big old blender full, and I give them equal parts, half and half. They seem happy. So I obviously fed that side last. You may have seen in my other bin all the mites. I don't seem to have as many mite problems as I do in the stacking tray system. I don't have the same issues in the bins. I still have them. They're part of the ecosystem. They don't bug me. Get it? Bug. But I think you'll see them. I see them a lot more when I feed, when I overfeed especially. Not seeing any promise there in there. So I'm going to lay down some bedding. I'm so not good at this one-handed yet. And I will kind of just feed in this pocket, put some bedding down, put some food down, and some more bedding. I do use 50/50 garden lime and zeolite. I'm probably going to mess up the name. It's the rock dust. And I also put in ground up eggshells. You don't have to grind them. I do. You also don't have to blend your food. And I didn't for years until I saw Emily, the crazy worm lady. She's doing an experiment right now. It's pretty amazing. She's blending up food in one bin and not in the other, just to see how it goes. If one bin eats food faster, and it's pretty obvious they're eating the food that's blended up more, or at least it's disappearing. Now that could be that it's just going down into the bedding, or disappearing through just having nothing left of it, kind of like this. This is so, kale is bad the first time, really. I have, again, ground eggshells. I just put it in a Parmesan holder, and this is 50/50 garden lime, rock dust, eggshells. There were coffee grounds. And the food that I blended, I really don't use that much coffee grounds. It's just not, and it's hard to tell the difference between the coffee grounds and castings for one thing. And from what I understand, it's a food source. And I don't need the extra food. We're having trouble getting rid of the food that we have, which is why I'm ordering more worms in the spring. Also because I'm very ill and I need an intervention. Apparently, I think I need 4 different species of worm. So I do water that down a bit. I think I left my little water thing upstairs. I just don't want the rock dust and all of the garden lime. I don't want the worms to run across that. So I do try to water it down and then I cover it back up. I do pocket feed, like I said. I try to feed one corner, feed the next corner. By week 3, if food in corner 1 is gone, I'll feed the 3rd corner. And then so on. But since I've gotten the African night crawlers, I can't believe how fast they go through food. It's ridiculous and awesome. So I have been feeding half and half. And it's really easy to tell which half I fed last because they're all up in it. That's it. I'm going to feed the other bin. Same way, pretty boring. I will let you guys go. Thanks so much for checking in on Anarchy Worm Bin, where your parents will never understand.